Hello and welcome to a special edition of Business Live to mark International Women's Day. Ahead, we'll bring you a story of a woman, a tractor operator who is breaking the bias in a male-dominated field. And we'll bring you a one-on-one with Dr. Ellen Hagan, who has been speaking to us about how she started HR firm, Lene Services, and her passion for mentoring young girls. First, though, our headlines for tonight. The rate of depreciation of the Ghana cedi almost doubled within just a week, or the first week of March, to 14.21% since the beginning of the year. This was against 7.6% recorded at the end of February this year and still ranked as the worst performing among Africa's top currencies. The decline in the value of the cedi is as a result of several factors, including perceived risks in Ghanaian economy fueling the selling of the country's international bonds. Also tonight, Ghana's return to the International Monetary Fund for a program or resumption of access to the international capital market, amongst others, are key to the restoration of the country's B credit rating and stable economic outlook. That's the assertion by ratings agency Fitch. In a podcast on the outlook of the country's economy, it said bringing down the domestic debt is also a key factor to a favorable rating going forward. And the troubled economy may in the coming days may be hit by fresh shocks. Is coming after crude oil and global food prices hit fresh levels on the international market. In a related development, you may have to increase your budget for building as cement prices hit 55 cedis a bag beginning next Monday. This will go up from the current 45 Ghana cedis a bag. Now, sources say the increment can be attributed to the depreciating Ghana cedi, recent hikes in transport fares, and the Russian-Ukraine war, which has affected logistics and movement of raw materials. It may, however, sell more than 55 cedis a bag in Accra. And those were your headlines. Tonight, we'll be back with our International Women's Day special. And welcome back to Business Live. Women are breaking barriers in areas deemed for men. On a day we celebrate women across the world, Joy Business throws a spotlight on Agnes Eninfo, a tractor operator at Miro Forestry in Agogo. Beverly Broom paid her a visit and filed this report.
She is a mother of three, in a space many said will deny her an opportunity to be a mother.
You are a woman, you can't give birth. At the end of the day, no man can touch you and all those things, but all were lies. It is never true that when you are a woman and you are a tractor operator, you can never give birth. I'm an example of it.
Oh, wow. It's early morning in Agogo, and we're on our way to meet Agnes Adai Eninfo, a nursing mother, a wife, and a tractor operator. When the team arrived at her premises, Agnes was performing her morning routine, preparing her children for school. First, she drops her 6-month-old child with a caretaker And proceeds to Miro Forestry, where she operates a tractor. Trained by GIZ project called AT-Vet for Women, Agnes is the daring woman out of 120 trainees, changing the status quo in a male-dominated field.
After close to an hour's drive from the Agogo township, we have arrived at Miro Forestry, where Agnes works as a truck operator. We are going to involve her in a conversation to find out more about her story.
This is a field many believe is designated for men because it is energy sapping, but it appears Agnes does it effortlessly.
Okay, so I'm going to join Agnes on the truck. I'm quite scared.
No, don't be scared.
Okay. So wait, one. Okay. So we're good to go.
All right. Don't be scared though. Watch it.
All right. So Agnes, tell me. How did this all start for you?
Okay, it started when a friend of mine introduced me into the program. Created to train women to become tractor operators.
Okay.
So I'm interested in it. I said, okay, I'll give myself a try. Since things were not going on, well, so I decided to give myself a try.
So from there, in fact, when I got to the training ground, my mindset was that I would just be only, the officials would just take us straight to the tractor and teach us how to operate it, not knowing it was a full design program which involves learning, studying and writing of exams. So in fact, I got scared since at that time learning was a little bit difficult because it has been a long time I sat in the classroom.
Yeah.
So as I said earlier, I decided to test my faith and see how best things can come out from it. So by the grace of God, at the end of the month, they gave us 1 month to be trained. At the end of the month, I was able to come out successfully. And later on, I was sent to go and do my attachment at Sun Valley Farms, at both Sun Valley Central, around Central region area. So when I got to the place, in fact, it wasn't an easy thing for me. Because of my hard working, I was employed fully and was given they gave my appointment letter. So from there, when I started working, I had an advert that Miro Forestry is also employing tractor operators. So I decided to apply since it's in Ashanti region area, so that I can be more closer to my family. So I sent my CV and my application, and when I came, they did the interview and the interview went well. So that is it.
So how many years have you been doing this officially?
Let's say 4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
Was it before marriage or after marriage?
Before marriage.
Before marriage?
Yes.
So you were doing this job before you got married?
Yes, I was doing this job before marriage.
But why a tractor operator?
As I said earlier on, before then, I was doing my own skills, my small scale business. So when I had the opportunity, I thought that it could be vocational skills, since when you learn it and it become your own, nobody can take it from you.
That's true.
Like other hairdressers and other entrepreneurship too. So that is why I decided to take the challenge.
Agnes has defied the myth that women who are involved in heavy-duty work, like she does, cannot give birth. However, it's an area she notes has its challenges.
here, when they employ you, whether you're a man or you're a woman, they expect you to work equal as the men. At the end of the day, they expect the production to be equal. They don't care whether you're a woman or they want production to be equal. That's one of the biggest challenges that we, the women, we are facing here.
So it means you're treated just like the men. You're not giving any special treatment.
No. Here they don't have any special treatment.
So how would you describe the journey so far?
Oh, the journey has been good so far, because right now I'm a full staff permanent here in Miro Forestry, and for that matter, I'm able to also support my family since I got paid at the end of the month. So
Playing motherhood with your job.
it's not easy. As I told you earlier on, that I have a 6-month-old baby. You need to get up around 4 o'clock in the morning, prepare his food, bath him, prepare his things, because at the end of the day you'll be giving her to someone to take care of you. Because you join the car, you have to be fast and take your baby to the person who will be taking care of. So you could see that it's not all that simple, but it's part of the work. Still, you can't take it from it.
Yeah. But I want to find out quickly, has there been a time where someone would treat you in a way because you are in a male-dominated space, because you are a truck operator?
In the house, they call me mother. Just mother, are you sure you're a tractor operator? Because this is too much. It's a woman's job. It's a man's job, sorry. So sometimes they are surprised, okay, but there's nothing that they can do about it. And at my workplace too here, in fact, they are happy to see a woman being on a tractor.
Wow. Patience Agbele is a beneficiary of how industrious Agnes has been for Miro Forestry. How long have you been doing this?
1.5 years.
And what's the experience? How has it been? How's the journey been?
Good. Wow. We encounter some challenges.
Like what challenges? Mention a few. Just one or two.
Sometimes your machine will break down. And where it will break down, there is no one around, so you'll be stranded unless you call someone. And if there is no network or you don't have a Motorola, you need to wait for someone to just pass by and send a message to the workshop for them to come to your aid.
Have you had regrets from
people do say it?
What are some of the things that they say?
They do ask, what is the reason why I joined? Like, I decided to be a tractor operator. So I told them it's a work and it's money that comes from it. So everything that comes out, like money comes out from it. No, I love money, so.
I mean, I like that part. So regardless of the space, you're okay from doing this work?
No.
Not at all?
No.
How long do you intend doing this?
As long as I wish.
Wow. There are millions of women out there seeking opportunities in various sectors. Agnes has a message for you.
There is a saying that what men can do, women can do more better. So they can do it. And it is never true that when you're a woman and you want to do a man's work, you can't give birth or there are other opportunities that you can. It is never true. It's negative thoughts that some of them has. So what I would advise, they shouldn't listen to any negativity things and other which will affect their minds. Okay, so it's a good thing. They should give themselves a try.
Tell me about Patience.
Patience. She's also another good tractor operator.
Okay.
It's through me that Patience was here. I was the one who, so if he has one, he can also give the opportunity to them. So Patience is one of the good tractor operators here who work marvelously.
So from your hard work, Patience was given employment?
Yes, a lot, not only Patience. Yes.
So how many women so far?
I think they were 4.
Okay.
And they're still working?
No, some of them got married and they left.
It's been 4 years since Mrs. Adai Enimfo began her journey as a truck operator. But she's not stopping anytime soon.
As long as I'm alive.
Really? You don't have any intentions of switching fields?
Not for now, dear, no. For now, dear, because I love working, using the machine to work. Even when I was, as I'm still at the workshop, assisting the stores, I'm not okay, because it's like I'm not doing anything. I should get something to.
So you miss being on the field?
Oh, in fact, today you made my day.
Women out there are doing incredible jobs that you might not think they will avail themselves to do. Agnes and Patience are fair examples of women breaking the barriers in a male-dominated space. To every woman, it is possible to defy the odds as you continue to make impact in your society. Happy Women's Day. Beverly Broom, Joy Business, Agogo.
From one inspiring story to the next, still to come on Business Live 101 with Dr. Ellen Hagan, who has been speaking on how she started HR firm Lene Services and her passion for mentoring young girls.
Hindsight, and I think as women, we are wonderful. We have been fearfully and wonderfully made, and we need to enjoy the journey and live our lives to the best of our ability.
And welcome back. In the spirit of International Women's Day, Joy Business has been speaking to Dr. Ellen Hagan, who is CEO of one of the leading HR firms in the country, Lene Services. Dr. Hagan speaks about how she started her company and her passion for mentoring young girls.
I worked in the corporate world. I worked with SGS Ghana Limited.
Okay.
It was after I'd worked almost a decade in SGS that I started my
Wow. So what led you to start Lene Service?
At the time, the hat I was wearing, or the role I was playing in SGS was handling personnel issues, HR. And usually a lot of parents and people would ask me to look for jobs for people, you know. So I was doing that, and there was an informal network. When there's a vacancy anywhere, you know, HR practitioners would link up with each other, and then we'll send candidates. So I realized that there was a gap between employers and those looking for jobs, and I decided to do that. You know, entrepreneurs, what we do is to identify problems in the society and try and solve them and make some money out of it.
So what were some of the challenges you faced when you decided to start Lene? Because if we look at current situation, or especially now in this dispensation we are in, it's quite difficult starting your own business. You know, setting up, first of all, well, it depends on the kind of business and how you want to start it. But it's very difficult if you talk to startups and entrepreneurs, very difficult starting their own business. What were some of the challenges you went through, and how were you able to overcome?
Well, I don't see some of these things as challenges, because I have the advantage of hindsight. Okay, so now I can see that they were just opportunities that I took, and therefore, definitely in life, once you are in this in this flesh, you meet challenges. Nothing is easy. Even the biggest gift you can ever have, the ability to birth children. You see how the process is.
Yes.
Yeah. But would you say you wouldn't have a child if you were in my shoes?
No.
No. So everything worth having comes with a price, and with some sacrifices, and with some difficulties. So the one thing I could remember that is and continue to be a challenge is getting a workforce, a committed workforce to work with. Yeah, people who share in your passion and have taken ownership of your vision and will run with it. It's always difficult to get them.
I see. As a man will be, they may not be as fit as a man will be, and so the gender is not the same. So in terms of equity, equality, but others also believe that the road is not that smooth. The journey is not easy, it's tough. So it's better we teach our young girls that, listen, the world is a tough world. So you better toughen your skin early. Where do you lie, and what do you think going forward maybe employers can do as well? So I think it's a lot of questions in one.
Yeah, I believe women are really strong people, but in the same way you can have a woman that may not be as strong, there may be men also that are not as strong. So you hit the nail on the head when you say there are differences. I mean, we are different, and so people should work from that knowledge that we are different. We have to learn to complement each other and make the world a better place. And yes, there are some corporate environments that are friendlier towards women and our role in procreation. You know, I remember when we did the last HR awards, we one of the HR practitioner of the year, that the one who won the HR practitioner of the year, had been able to negotiate and institute maternity leave of 6 months for their company, you know, which is a feat, because a lot of the time is 6 weeks, you know, and then when you come, you have opportunity to go and feed the baby. You close a bit early and you go. But there are some companies that have gone beyond that. I know because we do the HR awards and the conference on a yearly basis, the awards on a 2-year basis, we see what a lot of companies are doing in that area. And some
And watch out for the full interview with the CEO of Lene Services, Dr. Ellen Hagen. That's Business Live, a special edition to mark International Women's Day. Thanks for watching. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Goodbye.